So this morning I turned on Morning Joe, and Willie Geist is one of the commentators on the show, and he always represents a sort of run-of-the-mill, typical kind of view that you get from New York and Washington. But I haven't really been annoyed with him the way that I was annoyed with this clip. So listen to what he said, and then I'm going to explain why it's so ridiculous.
It's this, and again, no way a defense of Donald Trump, but it's
no
clear, it's right in front
Trump.
of us that many reporters decided several months ago that this had to be stopped and dropped their veil of fairness, which is a decision that some reporters made, and decided that he had to be stopped. Now, I think objectivity, and Mika, we've talked about this a lot, is a false idea.
It's just
human beings are not objective,
ridiculous.
But what you can be is fair.
So what Willie is saying is that instead of being objective, instead of giving you the facts, journalists should just be fair, meaning that's what this side says, and that's what this side says. Journalists should be telling you what the truth is. You can't just have the left saying this and the right saying this, and then let the people have at it with their own research. The point of the journalist is to research the facts and tell you the truth. So the left says this and the right says this. What is the fact? That is being objective. But instead, Willie believes that journalists should be fair, meaning neutral. If that's all you're doing and you're not telling your audience what the facts are, why are you there? Why do we need you? Why don't we just have a camera hooked up to the Democratic Party and a camera hooked up to the Republican Party? What's the point of a news person? The point is that you're supposed to be objective. You're supposed to be telling us what the truth is. And that's why people are pissed off, because you're not doing your job. You're simply presenting this is what each side is saying instead of telling you exactly what the reality is. And yes, of course, everybody has their own bias. Reporters have their own bias. Politicians have their own bias. The point of a reporter is to be as objective as possible despite their bias. And they should be telling you their bias up front. All you're doing by hiding your own bias is adding to the distrust that people have in media, because you're trying to pretend that you're neutral when we all know you're not. Tell us where you lean, and then tell us what the facts are from your perspective. Think of climate change, for example. For a long time, there would be a person discussing climate change is real and man-made. The other side discussing climate change is not real, and presenting those as similar arguments, when the reality is one side has the facts. So why present that as equal arguments? It doesn't make any sense. And that's all mainstream news does. It doesn't even add any value. Most of the time, all it is saying, this is what this person said. This is what this person said. Okay, then why are you on the fucking television? Why am I listening to you? Why don't you just show me video clips? The journalist is supposed to be the objective mediator and telling us what the reality is. That's your job.